Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Marathon Infinity. We're going to be doing a full playthrough, just on normal difficulty as usual. So let's get started. Okay. So a bit of a tonal shift. Much darker. Much darker and a bit scarier. Okay, there's a guy running around there, but I don't think he can get up to us. Yeah, I remember first time I played this, I skipped Marathon 2 and just went directly to Infinity. Or at least I tried to at first, and I was thinking this is going to be like, oh, this is a cool game about, gods and cyborgs. At least this first level is just like a fucking survival horror game. A spaceship horror game. And I actually think that they I think this is oxygen. I think they actually kind of did themselves a bit of a disservice by putting enemies, by having enemies that early on in the level. Like, I think if they just had no enemies for the first half of this, or so of this level, it would have been a lot scarier, which I don't even know if they necessarily were trying to make a scary level, but this level's pretty fucking scary. It's just there's no music. Like, this is where the lack of music really kind of hits you. Ah, shit. Like, the music just just kind of makes the levels a little bit more lighthearted. Gives them an inherently fun tone. Even if it's like not super fun music, just anything but just this like dead silence. You're just forced to basically just be alone with your thoughts. And your imagination is kind of running wild at this point. Because it's super dark, you don't really know. Like, at least, the fact that there are just normal 4 enemies is actually a good thing. And kind of mentally, you're like, alright, at least I'm only fighting. Because if there were no enemies, you might be thinking, like, oh shit, there could be something I've never seen before, which was what I was kind of worried about at first, but of course that turns out not to be the case. Okay, so there's the first... Oh damn, I just realized I forgot to read the Durandal terminal. It's an important terminal. It's an important terminal because it's pretty much the first time that you ever see Durandal, actually, terrified. Okay, this is all super out of order. Oh god, not this part. I hate this part. Fuck! I think it'll be fine. I think this just loops us back around. Yeah. Okay, so I think there was health here? Yeah, this is health. Alright, let's go back and read this terminal. Okay. Wait, what did it say at the beginning? Oh, just random, okay. Things have gone terribly awry. Until now, I thought myself immortal, but now I know that that is not true. There are things... Oh god, of course it plays that sound right after everything. There are things that can destroy me with the ease that I slaughtered the Fort Nerval garrison and the western arm of their Battle Group 7. But in their final gasp, they used a weapon that I thought they had retired. Even Tycho tried to keep them from using it. Now I fear that what that weapon has unleashed will destroy us. I once boasted to be able to count the atoms in a cloud, to understand them all, predict them, and so did I predict you. But this new chaos is entirely terrible, mindless, obeying rules that I don't comprehend, and it is hungry. It's too bad. Perhaps if I could have delayed the Four from using their weapon, I could have sent you to explore the ruins of Lawan. Perhaps what you found would give us the answers that we now need so desperately. How to stop this chaos, the purpose of the station on which you're currently standing, and why the chaos hasn't come here yet. But with each moment, the chaos grows. I am doomed to die here. After so many triumphs, I have detected one ship nearby, which I can only guess is being commanded by Tycho. The Four have entered the station, and if you can find a way onto their ship, you may be able to escape. To escape. To escape. So there it is. That's the genesis of the to escape pun that I've been using since my very first marathon video on Marathon 1. Okay. Fuck. And it's kind of funny because Durandal's original line, "Escape will make me God," that actually doesn't have anything to do with the line "to escape, to escape, to escape." I mean, maybe it does, but I don't think it does because, like, Durandal's talking about escaping the death of the universe, and if he can escape the death, if he is the only sentient being remaining after the universe closes, then what is he if not a god? But here, he's just saying, like, dude, you need to fucking get the fuck out of here. You need to escape, to escape, to escape. You need to eggscape to where no human has eggscaped before. Wait, what was over here? It's like I have like a love-hate relationship with this level. I like it. I really like the aesthetic of this level. This like spaceship aesthetic that they kind of developed in this game particularly is just like, I feel like it's just like the perfect kind of Bungie, and it's the perfect encapsulation of the Bungie aesthetic, of the Bungie space aesthetic, and it was, obviously expanded heavily upon with Halo, but I feel like, Halo added a lot more detail, and there's just a certain like lack of detail that I think that they've balanced just right in this game. And I really do like the look of this level. I think all the walls and stuff look really good. I can't say that I love playing this level. It's pretty confusing. It's really dark, and it's not super apparent where you have to go most of the time. Plus, it's like the atmosphere is just it's very like uninviting, you know. Like the level is kind of intentionally unpleasant to just stand around in. It's dark, and there's scary noises. But, you know, that just kind of makes some of the later levels that are fun, makes them a little, you know, through the power of juxtaposition, makes them a little more fun. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I dislike this level or anything, but it is, I definitely end up spending more time than I would like to whenever I play this level, because it's just confusing. I've never really gotten the layout and everything down quite to the point of where I'm like, you know, actually quickly finishing anything. I don't even remember. Okay, so I need to hit one more switch, which I'm pretty sure. Did I just miss it over here? Yeah, I think I did. Or maybe not, actually, I don't know. Yeah, wait, what the fuck? I've already been here. Fuck. Hang on, this is not what I wanted to do. Was here. I've already been here. Yeah, this just takes me back to where it was earlier. God damn it. Was it here? Yeah, here we go. Okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not that complicated. Okay, let's go save it. Oh yeah. So another important detail. Durandal wishes that he had been able to send us down to Lawan to find answers in the Spit ruins. But that is literally the entire plot of Marathon 2. We literally just did that in the last episode. So that's your first clue that this is actually an alternate timeline, one in which we did not go along. And I guess in this timeline, Durandal defeated Tycho. But Tycho / the Four then used the Trizeme Early Nova device to destroyed Lawan's sun, which released the working Kaganders that were trapped inside Lawan's sun. And that all happened, I don't know, maybe Durandal's ship was crippled. Because Durandal's ship does get crippled during Marathon 2. So maybe that had already happened. But then he defeated, like, his ship gets crippled, and then we defeat Tycho, and then he ends up fixing everything by the time that Tycho destroys the sun. So I think the working character still gets released at the end of Marathon 2, but by that point, we had already left Lawan. So it doesn't really matter if the working character gets released. Working characters are powerful eldritch beings that have the abilities to destroy space and time, I think. But they're not so ubiquitously powerful that they can destroy all of reality. Like, I'm pretty sure a working character being released in Lawan is not going to affect Earth, because Lawan is very, very, very far away from Earth. So I think in the main Marathon 2 timeline, the working character gets released, but it's fine. It doesn't affect Durandal, Marathon Guy, or Earth. But in this timeline that we're currently in, for whatever reason, Durandal was not able to escape the working character. I'm guessing it would be because his ship was disabled during his fight with Tycho, and he didn't have time to repair it. And since we didn't go down to Lawan, we didn't activate Thoth. Because in Marathon 2, basically the same thing happens, but we activate Thoth, and then Thoth kind of steps in, and where Durandal, because Durandal does get killed, at least for a while, but then Thoth, we reactivate Thoth, and then Thoth saves us, basically. Thoth contacts the Sphit Kur, who then help us defeat the Four, and then Durandal comes back, and then the working character is still released, but we escape the system, so it doesn't matter. In this timeline, there is no Thoth. The Sphit Kur don't come to help us. Durandal defeats Tycho, but Tycho and the Four release the working character. Durandal is not able to escape. And so now he's basically just telling us, I'm gonna die, maybe you can escape. So that's what we're trying to do. And well, maybe there'll be some answers in this terminal. Thousands are sailing, the same self, the only self, self-willed, the peril of 1,000 fates, a line of infinite ends, finite finishing, the one remains oblique and pure, arching to the single point of consciousness. Find yourself starting back. And there it is, find yourself starting back, and the single point of consciousness. That is what we're working towards. The problem is that in this timeline, the single point of consciousness is not within reach, because the working character is going to kill Durandal and us if we stay here. But luckily, we have the ability to find ourselves starting back. So, I think I figured out the quirks of the recording when it comes to these chapter title screens. I'm pretty sure it's recording what I'm saying right now because the picture's moving. But once the picture stops moving, the recording stops, and it doesn't start again. The recording doesn't end. There is still a recording, but it's not capturing anything until I press the spacebar. So if my theory is correct, then you wouldn't have heard anything that I said after the image stopped scrolling. Okay. Yeah, so we essentially that was a failed timeline. And now and it is not entirely clear how we jumped to a different timeline, but we did. And we're now on a 4 ship. And let's read this terminal. Okay, condition unit. Tycho, machinated mercenary, mutinous combat units, and we are conditioned unit 7. We're instigating Aaron. So you came around earlier than the scientists expected. Remind me to have him executed. You've been in cold sleep for some time, but you're luckier than some of your friends. Not all of you survived the translation to the 4 slave tanks. If you're a little lightheaded, then let me bring you up to speed. I am Tycho, Artificial Intelligence Esquire. As of this moment, I am taking over this ship from its poor captain. He is spending most of his time trying to keep me from locking onto him and dropping him into space. Soon. As for you, I want you to help me get to him, as he is one of the last hurdles to my control of the ship. The ship is attuned to its captain, and he has been blocking my control. When I teleport him into space, I am going to keep the appropriate control glands. Your mission is simple. Kill all the enforcers in the area as they follow the orders of the captain. You will be supported by the rest of the crew. They think they're following orders from Fear, High Command. Bugs are so obedient. Have fun. Okay, so this is another timeline where Tycho is taken over 4 ship. He somehow managed to teleport us out of our stasis chamber on the Marathon or on Durandal's ship and teleported us into here. And I guess not every person that he tried to do that to was successful, so we're kind of lucky that we survived that procedure. And now Durandal wants us to, or Tycho wants us to help him control the ship. I guess that's so he can fight, he can further fight, he can keep fighting Durandal, because Tycho is, fighting Durandal probably right now as we speak. And Durandal is probably losing because he doesn't have us. So, alright, and I think I'll actually just end the video here because we already finished the last level, so this level was nice and it gave us a save point. I read the terminal, but maybe I'll quickly read it over again in the next episode. But that'll be all. For today. Thank you for watching. We are just getting started on Marathon Infinity. It's going to be kind of probably a long series. I don't know if this game is longer than Marathon 2. I think it is. It definitely takes me longer. Some of the layout of some of the levels is not quite as straightforward as Marathon 2. But I think we'll be alright. So, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you're looking forward to some Marathon Infinity. Stay tuned, and we will be covering the whole game. So, I'll see you then, and until next time.